Achoo!
Oh damn, it's been a year already. Oops. Anyways, time to hit what I'm trying to make a yearly tradition, because last year this was really fun. But yeah, this is the tier list, same rule as last time. I would explain, but no, go give me views, goddammit. And now, it's time to continue my masochistic tendencies. Damn, we really just started this year's ranking shitting on Sonic again. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to play this game if I'm honest. Like, I just woke up one day and decided, hey, let's play that one shit Sonic game from 2013 that no one really liked or hated and kinda just thought was a weird mishmash of ideas. Like, back when the game came out, I sort of just looked at the controversy and just ignored the game. Outside of the time it got Zelda and Yoshi's Island DLC? Why? Anyways, I don't know, this game is just kind of whack. It just has so many ideas, like the devs were trying to just throw shit at the wall, and nothing was really sticking. I mean, something did stick actually. I really like the normal levels where you're just kind of being Sonic in 3D, spin dashing through the level at what I would say is top speed, but I wouldn't really call a light jog for him top speed. I also really like these rail grinding levels, especially the hardest shit one near the end of the game. This spike in difficulty is so fucking stupid, but that's what makes it fun. This is a really good video about the level design that I really do recommend in regards to this level, but yeah, all the other ideas this game throws at you just kind of blend together into one giant pile of shit. This dumbass snowball level, this fucking skydiving level with some of the worst controls I've ever seen in a video game. Like, do you see this shit? It's so dumb and stupid and fucking stupid. I simply think this game is a little bit stupid. There's no way. There's no way. What the fuck? Story isn't doing the game any favors either. Like, the best part is when Eggman punches the ever-living shit out of this wall, but it's so out of pocket when the rest of the game kinda just sounds like this.
I'm supposed to be the fastest, but I was too slow to save my buddy.
The music isn't all that memorable either, except for the rail grinding stages. I swear those were just really good levels. I don't know why people hate. It's not bad music or anything, it's perfectly fine, just stuff like this. Has nothing on stuff like this. This game is just a case of Sonic Team wanting a different Sonic game that just appeals to Nintendo fans, so they threw a bunch of dumbass gimmicks at players because Azuka was like, Mario fans? They're like dumb and stupid and we want stupid people to play our game. I'ma be honest, the most fun I had with this game was recording footage while my friends sat back in fucking shock of what they were seeing.
No, I just didn't program the collision on that.
For real.
Program the...
Hold on, did he just go into an A-pose?
Brought the whisk back for Frontiers.
Hey guys, my color palette is depleted.
No
way.
Does it do that every time?
Yup.
Yeah, sure.
No, I would never.
Hey, it depleted again.
No way.
But it's right there.
Who thought
Hey,
that
did
was
you just go in a
good
circle?
idea to put in this game?
Oh, one more time?
Messy Hero Sakurai.
Oh, it's
Suck
depleted
grenade
again.
is?
Guys. So you remember the first level, right?
No.
Yeah.
You want to see, that, but again?
Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
I thought they was 0 the right points.
It really is the first fucking level again?
It really is just the first level, huh?
No,
Yeah,
it's remix though.
Yeah, they reuse assets for the stage.
This game is just not very, very good. Sonic Lost World, more like Sonic Lost...
These nuts!
Now let's talk about a game where you actually go fast. This game fucking rocks, man. It's like if you took the average shooter, made it a speed game, amped yourself up with gallons of Monster, and then injected yourself with everything Hot Topic related, and then shipped out a game for $25. It's a game for freaks, made by freaks. I mean, that's what the devs said in the marketing, so I'm taking that as a fact. You play as Neon White, plucked from hell to do God's dirty work, killing all the demons and making it to the end of every level. I don't know, this game is just raw, man. Like, my brain goes from baby shit to fucking using every single bit of my singular brain cell to try to figure out how to kill all the demons and get to the portal as fast as possible. Getting ace medals in these fuckers drives me up the fucking wall. You'd be insane if you thought I wasn't gonna do another run when I was a few tenths of a second from an ace medal. I simply think this game is just fucking cool. The discard abilities mixed with the normal shooter stuff makes for one of the most fun speed games I have ever played. Don't get me wrong though, that story is cringe as all hell, and I definitely see it as the worst part of an incredible single player game, but the story is still really entertaining, and the aura of cringe and weird animeisms surrounding the whole game just adds on to the aesthetic, if I'm being honest.
What, for real? We rode together for years, bro. Got up to some crazy. You were my Sasuke, man. The darkness to my light.
Gonna be real here though, this game was definitely harder to finish. This game is extremely fun, but the story was just kind of entertaining, breaking up the gameplay, and it kind of just dampened the experience as a whole. It is nice every now and then to get a chance to breathe, but most of the time I wanted these overly long visual novel sequences to just end so I could continue sweating my ass off in whatever the game threw at me with the biggest dopamine rush you could call music blasting in the background. But man, this game is just raw, no beating around it. It's got an issue of breaking its own breakneck pace sometimes, though, which dampers it down a bit. Also reminded me of Hot Topic, so it goes here. Alright, what now? You know, if anything, I kind of want to slow things down a bit. In fact, I think I want to talk about something I can play with my buddies, aka my worst enemy. Mario Party is back, let's fucking go! You know, after the not-so-super Mario Party from a few years ago, I think most people could agree that Mario Party was on the right track to getting back to the glory days of the series, but still failed at understanding why 1 through 8 were the peak of the series. But now, I can finally say that Mario Party is back, fuckers! Well, I don't exactly have faith in a new game, but for now, it's back, yeah! This game is so fun, man. For the first time in 15 years, NDQ finally made a good Mario Party. I could write a whole video on this game, but for now, let me just say that this is some of the most fun I've had in the series in ages. The game is so flawed though, oh my god. If I'm being real here, it's hard to give the game a ton of credit when all this game is a compilation game, and NDQ only remade and updated the older aspects of the series, which makes me question a lot of the good in the game. Like, yeah, all the mini games are decent, all of the boards are good, but that's because they were already good before. I just don't know how much credit the game deserves for its good parts, when many of its good parts don't even belong to it specifically. I mean, there is good new things in this game. Online gives new life to this series, fuck, it justifies getting the game for me, but there's just little things holding it back from being truly great. The character roster, the glaring lack of content and modes other than the normal party mode, the awful decision not to rework minigames like Castaways and Tug of War, games that literally created lawsuits. The fact that there is 2 boards from Mario Party 1 and 2, but only 1 board from 3 is kind of fucking criminal. Speaking of the boards though, even those aren't devoid of issues. This game is some weak shit. Bowser, for example, barely does anything most of the time outside of Revolution, and Bowser Shuffle. This fucker most of the time only takes like 10 coins away, or god forbid you get stuck in a Bowser minigame where losers no longer become broke and only lose, you guessed it, 10 coins. Other things too, like these wannabe battle minigame spaces where the most you can give is like 20 coins to the pot, and then the space disappears afterwards. It's really weird. Why is this shit so weak? When I play Mario Party, I want to be kicked in the balls repeatedly by the game. See the world fucking burn over the dumb fuck over there, deciding to land on a battle minigame space. I mean, again, it is one of the best games in like 15 years, and one of my favorite series, although that's not saying much really. But believe me, I do like this game. It's done a lot to bring the series back, and it's my go-to Mario Party game as of now, despite all the steps the series still needs to take to get truly back to its peak. Good game, just desperately needs more content and a way to kick me in the balls. God, I really do hope Mario Party isn't the most serious this video is gonna get. Anyways, what's next? I'm gotta be honest, this do be just a case of me trying to finish my never-ending backlog, and I gotta say, I don't really see the hype. Maybe it's the movement, maybe it's the difficulty, maybe I'm just bad at the video game, or maybe I just can't channel the energy of Mr. Monkey Man. I did have a good time with it though. The level design and theming is actually incredible, the music is great, and the game has a ton of charm, and I fuck with most of the bosses with one exception. For some reason though, I just couldn't get down with it too much. Most of the time my brain was like mostly off while I was playing, enjoying myself but not really much other than that. Stuff like how you have to replay levels for secret exits is just something I just can't get behind. I know Mario does it, but that doesn't make it good there either. I will also say that the final boss was just super frustrating because the hitboxes were just very unclear. But yeah, me not enjoying the game more than others from the year is definitely a case of expectations being way too high, and also 2D platformers being likely not my thing as much anymore. Not too sure exactly. This game just didn't hit me as much as I was expecting it to. Anyways, I don't have a joke to end this segment, so DK, more like DK. Alright, I'm gonna go take a short hike off a cliff. Bro, a short hike may be one of the shortest games I've ever played. Literally, it's only an hour, but oh my god, I love this game. It's a solid comfort game all in all. You get to run, jump, and fly through this island as you climb to the top of this tall mountain. No, not that one, because this one's actually fun. It's hard to explain really, but I could almost definitely boot up this game every few months, beat it in an hour, and then go on with my life. And honestly, that speaks to me more than a game that's trying to do everything all at once over the span of 30 hours. I can just get down with the simplicity of the game. You can get all the golden feathers and reach the top, you can just collect a few and be done, or you can just chill out with the residents of the island. Also, the music is like actually incredible. It's such a peaceful vibe all around, which, fun fact, had me tearing up like a little bitch the first time I heard it. There's just something so comforting about this whole game, and even then, I know for a fact I still have yet to see everything in this game. That being said, as much as I fuck with this game, I don't think I can give it an S, simply because there is one other indie game that still lingers around in my mind, even though I played both of the games around the same time period. A short hike, short but content-filled trek up to Hawk Peak Summit just sadly doesn't reach the high as something else on the list of games I played this year, but that doesn't stop it from reaching at least the summit of this list. It just doesn't exactly go beyond that point. Alright, that was way too serious and cringe for me. Okay, what's next? Oh? This game just makes me happy. I was originally gonna make a video about this game. Fuck, I have footage of the whole game. You know, I might still make that video. Anyways, this game is so silly. Kirby gets sucked into an apocalyptic world where Waddle Dees are being kidnapped, and then you get there, and then suddenly Kirby eats an entire fucking car, and then jams out to an anime-styled opening that's cute as shit, and then a few levels in, you stick a cone into a turtle's back, and then go through an abandoned mall, and then you fight a fucking monkey! This game just has so much damn charm, man. Everything you do has so much personality and passion into it, and also, look at the Waddle Dees just sitting there, what he doing? Gameplay too, man, I don't know, this game just hits. The level design is like that of Mario 3D World, where they just introduce a gimmick and build on it throughout the stage. There's collectibles throughout the stages, you free Waddle Dees by completing missions and finding them throughout the levels, and you do the typical Kirby thing of running, jumping, and sucking. The love and care put into Kirby's moveset and the levels is what makes the game for me though. Like the new mouthful modes are just more powerful copy abilities that never feel intrusive, and like, bro, you can fucking breakdance as a cone, bro? This game just oozes charm. No way you can spin it really. Through the level design and gameplay too. And it's also peak Kirby. I mean, if Peak wasn't also right there as well, but that's besides the point. Like, I 100%ed this game twice. I mean, it has the fucked up shit fans of the series are used to at this point, like spoilers, but what the fuck is this thing? The fact no one trusted this little shit from day one really says a lot about the series. God, I'm rambling. I don't know, this game is just great, man. You get to upgrade copy abilities for, I think, what is the first time in this series? You get to build up Waddle Dee Town by saving more of them. You can get... and then also, like, so much more. There's a fucking mini game that references Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Dude, this game isn't real. God, this section is such a mess. Anyways, this game rocks. I haven't mentioned the music either too, like, bro? The composers were on some shit making this boss battle theme, and I swear, the musical genius behind this shit? I am so goddamn happy Kirby is as loved by developers as it is by the fans. The love and care put into every facet of this game makes it a joy to play from start to finish. It's not the most creative game in the series. It has its problem in mission structure when it comes to saving. A few of the Waddle Dees, like some of these are a little bit stupid. But if the rest of the game has any indication, Kirby sucking and being the most lovable, puntable thing on the planet in 3D is in very good hands. It's time for a lightning speed round. Once again, this is for the games I didn't feel like giving an entire section for because I did not play the game enough or have little to nothing to say about it. Good. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I never understood the hype behind this game. After 5 hours, I was already kind of bored of it, and it didn't do much for me overall. I'm glad it exists because it's different and most people like it, but it's just not for me. Also, the game still kind of looks like shit. Psychonauts 2. This game looks so creative and fun, but the amount of cutscenes at the beginning just kind of dragged down the overall experience for me to the point where I just didn't want to play it anymore. Maybe I'll try it again one day, but for now, yeah, it's a C tier. Overwatch 2. I have never played Overwatch 1, but I decided to try 2, and it was kind of fun. I had some fun in the 3 sessions I got to play of the game, but the 3 or 4 modes I got to play were all lame as hell with one exception. It's also really hard for new players like me to get into, and it reeks of the typical gamer toxicity that this fucking medium is infamous for, but I also very much hate what this game stands for, and as a sequel, it is fucking pathetic. Easiest D tier so far. Everhood. I'm gonna be honest, I enjoyed this game quite a bit, but I have little to nothing to say about it, because I don't know what to say other than the music fucks so hard, and the characters are pretty cool. You fight a fucking trash can, like that's also based. It's also very cool that I got to slaughter just about everyone in the game because the game told me to. It Takes Two. This is a really fun multiplayer game that I didn't get to finish because of the person I was playing with being kind of busy and moving across the country. Anyways, I really had fun with this one, but I just wish I actually got to finish it, so for now, B tier. Skyward Sword HD. I'm surprised I don't have much to say about this game. It was honestly just a fun bit of noise to be invested for like a week, and that's pretty much it. This is an actually incredible port though. If you've only played Breath of the Wild, it's a solid recommendation for me. I just wish it left a bigger impact on me. Alright, that's all. Back to rambling about shit for an extended period of time again. I'm now gonna do an absolute menacing move and start the second half of my video with... Okay, this game is kinda cheating. I played this game back in 2020 for like 60 plus hours, but I wanted to talk about this game because not only did it come to all consoles, but it's greatly changed since it dropped back in 2020 and also has had its big free-to-play update. But yeah, Fall Guys. This game fucks, oh my god, but the free-to-play shit fucking sucks. I love the core concept of Fall Guys. I think a battle royale where it's just mini-games is cool as shit, but I don't think I'm a fan of the free-to-play model for this game. All of the items are just so fucking expensive, and that's coming from someone with a shit ton of money from playing it when it first came out. In fact, the currency you get for playing the game is practically useless now because all the items that you'd actually want are locked behind the battle pass or locked behind the premium currency in the shop. It's so annoying too because Fall Guys is really fun and it's just the free-to-play shit that bothers me. Part of this free-to-play update was the long-awaited ports for the game to come to Switch and Xbox, and my god, I played the Switch port and it is rough. It's playable, it really do be playable, but that's literally it. Fucking slideshow for a frame rate sometimes, menus barely function, and also, like, you know that thing in games where the farther away you get from an enemy, the draw distance will cause their animations to have less frames? Yeah, typically developers try to hide that sort of thing, because unless you're Kirby in the Forgotten Land, it will most of the time not look good. But here, it's up and in your face, and also, it's not even playable, actually. I lied! See, every time I got to the final round, I would disconnect, and then the game would maybe crash depending on how it felt that day. It's funny because I really do like the Silly Bean game. It's fun. I like feeling and hearing the anger build up every time I get fucked over in one of the minigames. Although something like Fall Mountain and that one stupid fucking matching game just need some work. The rest of it is legitimately so much fun and addicting though. Just a fun game to do a few rounds of and then put down and nothing else really. But it's too bad the free-to-play shit and awful Switch port makes the game about funny beans fall all the way down to fucking C tier. I'm glad this game was resurrected. It's just too bad recent trends put some gross-ass mold on top of the game. So I do have a game I want to talk about right now, but I think it'd be funnier to go from Funny Bean game to one of the games that meant the most to me this year. Ooh, it's a third game. Will I finally get to find the Xenoblade? Hi, my name's Luke, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is easily one of my favorite games of all time. No, it's not for that reason. So when a third game was announced back in February of this year, I was pretty damn hyped.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is one of my favorite games to come out in the last 10 years, and for the first time since, Persona 5 Royal, made me cry like a little bitch.
I don't know, this game hit me more than a single long paragraph could actually explain, so to make things somewhat short, I loved the game. The story was what kept me engaged pretty much from start to finish. The combat was really fun all the way throughout. The side quests provided honestly some of the best parts of the game, and the music goes so fucking hard. Oh my god. Gameplay wise, this is probably my favorite in the series. The side quests and exploring are one of the best parts of the game, mainly because of the hero quests, which essentially are just optional story content, and are some of the best, most engaging parts of the game. Without going into specifics, the side stories are some of my favorite quests of any kind in the series. They always had a good incentive to them too, aside from story related stuff, because you got essentially entirely new playstyles or an upgraded playstyle for doing any of the given quests. They also outshine the normal quests too. Oh my god. In terms of combat, it's like a mix between Xenoblade 1 and 2, and it's really fun. Although I still think I enjoyed the combat system from 2 a little bit more. I definitely love the system though. Like, bro, the amount of insane shit you can do with the battle system is actually wild. Although most of that shit is kinda interrupted by... Okay, let me just say that the music in this game is actually incredible. Fuck, the amount of shit pants that comes from the boss battle theme alone is enough to say that this is one of my favorite soundtracks. Like, bro? I would totally fuck with the music more though if they didn't play the chain attack theme every single goddamn time. It's not even a bad song, it's just fucking annoying to have some amazing dramatic battle theme interrupted by this every time I decide to press the plus button in chain attack, which is basically required to win most fights, unless you want to spend the rest of your life fighting the same Mobin bitch. My other issues with the game mainly come from the fact that the second half of the game feels very rushed. Like, there's all these cool action sequences and get his ass, fuck him up, Mio, oh shit. But after a certain point in the story that will fuck you up in every way imaginable, the cool action sequences just kind of vanish and the pacing speeds way the hell up. I don't know, I still loved every second of the game, but the game was constantly topping itself, and once it kicked you in the emotional balls, kind of just levels out into being really good and like nothing more. The ending fucked me up though, thanks Monolith. I have other problems, but those are for the unfinished Xenoblade 3 script that I really want to finish someday. For now though, I absolutely love Xenoblade Chronicles 3, from gameplay to story, but it's only getting S tier because it has Uni and Taion. Okay, next game. So, fun fact, I've never really played a traditional fighting game. You could throw button combinations and command inputs at me, and I will literally have a stroke. Like look at this motherfucker try to do a basic command input with Terry and Smash. Oh shit, I did it. I don't know, having to do the video game equivalent to homework to be even slightly decent at the game, and still getting comboed until I can no longer feel anymore for that one Twitch streamer's combo video just doesn't really appeal to me. But yeah, when Guilty Gear Strive came out last year, I was very intrigued from the character designs and supposedly easy to learn, hard to master gameplay, and just kinda looked away for a while for some reason. Once I heard the music though, and the style, it was an instant buy as soon as I saw it on sale on Steam, and this is where I would say it was one of my favorite games of the year, but I kinda fell off this game so fucking hard. Oh my god, like Empire State Building kinda fell off. I really did enjoy the time I had with this game though, despite the very misleading mission mode that serves as the very complicated and overly long tutorial. I really got down with the gameplay of the game. Being able to just say no and break out of combos definitely does help me actually want to play the video game, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, all the characters are really interesting too, since they're all vastly different in playstyles and character designs. Like, you got this buff ass anime protagonist guy named fucking Soul Bad Guy, anime sword guy, and a girl who rides a dolphin, some military girl who also uses her hair as her fucking combat, and then what the fuck? Hey yo, his thing kinda fucks though. Actually speaking, this game has easily one of the most batshit insane soundtracks I've ever heard. I can't say it's my favorite, but like the fact Happy Chaos's theme goes from the sexiest fucking song you've ever heard and then fucking screams at you all in one song is by far the funniest and best thing I've heard in a song all year. God, I really wish this game was more my thing and I had more time to actually put into it, because this is easily one of the most inventive and creative fighting games I've ever seen, let alone played. But sadly, I couldn't really get into it too much other than the 10 hours I played, so I can't really put it any higher than here. But from what I did play, yeah, this shit fucks. I hope you get tonal whiplash from this section and the last, just like I did writing this. Anyways, I'm gonna echo this video by saying that I played this game for 148 minutes, with at least 40 of those being to troubleshoot webcam issues. Yeah, in this game you quite literally have your life flash before your eyes, where every time you, yes you, physically blink, a new memory will appear. I sadly could not get the blinking to work well, so I had to play the game without the webcam, but believe me, this game still hit me really hard. In a time of my life where I'm coming to terms with how nothing lasts forever, Before Your Eyes decided to be a beautiful reminder of this concept, and the game, well, to put it lightly, broke me. I have a hard time even justifying it as a game, and more as an experience that I believe everyone needs to play and experience at some point in their lives. You simply just sit, watch, and experience a broken artist reflecting upon his life, and also try your fucking best not to blink. It's a game about love, passion, and making the absolute most of life. And for me, a guy who is at a pivotal point in his life, I just started college, this game was bound to entrance me in a way no game really has before. Not sure right now if this is my favorite game of the year, but other than Kirby and the Forgotten Land, this is by far the strongest recommendation out of everything I played this year. If you can play this game, especially with a webcam, don't let my technical issues be a sign of the game being a failure, because it's the opposite of that. Anyways, easy S tier. But now, it's time for truly the game of all time. Among Us! Holy shit, guys. Guys! Sonic did something good! Oh wait, hold on, the game is crashing on the graphics menu. Oh fuck, Sonic is as slow as hell in cyberspace. Oh, look at Sonic get caught on the wall. Hey guys, I played Sonic Frontiers on the day it came out, and I know I just made the game look bad, but if I'm honest, I'm kinda just in the middle when it comes to this game. There is a lot of bad, but there's also a decent amount of good that drove me to actually finish the game. But yeah, there are a lot of issues though, and they do be related to the remnants of a certain Parasite released in November of 2017. Cyberspace is by far the worst part of Frontiers and is indicative of how hard this franchise relies on nostalgia. See, these levels reuse layouts from past games, whether boosted or not. Combine that with the fact that Sonic is now slow as shit, and my god, Sonic Team did not learn from Forces. There's also the fact that these levels reuse level layouts from past games, which, cool for story, I
guess, but like they're all based on Sonic's memories, I guess, but oh my god, there are only 4 level themes, one being Green fucking Hill, and then they all have the audacity to not even make new level designs. I don't even feel like I need to explain the problem here. If I wanted to play Generations Green Hill or Sonic Adventure 2 Sky Rail, I'd go fucking play those games, where they have better controls and cooler level themes. To their credit, I see what the devs were going for. These levels have a drastically different feel from the original appearances, and the only way there could be this many levels was to reuse assets almost constantly, but that doesn't save them from the fact that they are the most problematic part of the game in my opinion. If I'm honest, they just need to give Sonic unique controls for these levels, because all they do is strip him of his upgrades in the open world part of the game. On the bright side of this, the community is already well on their way to breaking these levels in half because of the air boost kinda going crazy, but this is only one part of the game. The open world is where the game shines, or doesn't. Sonic, what are you doing? Yeah, there's some jank, but I honestly think if they iron this formula out, this gameplay style could be great. Like, I really did have fun just kind of running around and collecting shit, although the pop-in isn't doing this game any favors. I don't know, every good thing this game has going, there is just another issue holding it back. But let me just say, this game's good parts are really fucking good. The combat, for example, is really basic, and you can mash your way to victory, but these mini-bosses are honestly some of the most fun I've had fighting a Sonic boss in a really long time. And those Titan battles, oh my god, they went all out for this game. By far some of the best moments in the series, and especially in the last 10 years, oh my god. The story too, without saying much, was really great. It's nice seeing these characters be actual characters again. Sonic really did hit puberty though, goddamn.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before.
Especially after I decided to play earlier this year. I don't know, I really kind of just feel in the middle about Sonic Frontiers. It has so many issues, and this game reeks of unpolished. These animations, pop-in, and overall jank are super glaring. Sonic, are you having a stroke? Bruh. But the game did something a 3D Sonic game hasn't done in over a decade, and that's to give hope that this franchise will be better in the future. There are some very clear problems that Frontiers has, and I think if Sonic Team decided to go through with this style, I mean, who knows if they will. They seem to change their minds every 10 minutes, but if they do go through with it, I think it'll be easier to say that Sonic is officially back. Anyways, let's see what my buddy Angelina thinks about this game. Okay, cool, next game. And here we are, the third game in one of my favorite franchises. If this bitch is a slave to the stupid blue rat, then I'm a slave to Nintendo's apocalyptic third-person Squid game. And gotta say, this third entry, it's pretty good. You know, when I can play it. Okay, I know I shouldn't say that this is the worst case of Nintendo's pure incompetence and corporate meddling fucking with the game. I know what happened to the Mario sports games. Shy Guy, I love you, but bro, you should have been there at the start. Oh my god. If you're wondering what my actual thoughts on Splatoon 3 is, I legitimately love it. It's been so much fun to play and reconnect more with this community after a bit, burnt from 2. But when Nintendo's corporate side and their unwillingness to fix their goddamn issues. I'm not sure I can sugarcoat this anymore. The connection issues, especially the communication errors, are by far the biggest thing driving me and my friends away from playing this game. To join a simple turf war against your friends, one person has to join, play a match, and then their friends can join the match. So when the game decides to disconnect everyone, and you now have to go through the whole process again, which needless to say, I think it's pretty obvious what most people would rather do instead. Actually, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to say, I fucking hate the way they're doing updates with this game. The season shit is so fucking annoying because they replace the devs adding weapons and stages fairly regularly. So now the community is stuck with playing the same mostly unupdated game for 3 fucking months with no new content. It's like the game is desperately asking for me to go the fuck away. I simply feel like Nintendo is just asking to kill their game with mediocre, infrequent,
in-game events and content updates that are way too spread out to be good for the lifespan of the game. That's not even the end of my issues with Splatoon 3. Like, I definitely feel that 3 has a massive problem of reusing content and not doing anything new with it at all or actively making it worse. Mahi Mahi Resort and Hammerhead Bridge, for example, are two of my favorite stages in the franchise. And oh my god, what the fuck did they do to these stages? Mahi is basically nothing like it was originally, and is a contender for the worst stage in the game. And Hammerhead, well, it's not even Hammerhead anymore. Like, Nintendo saw a cool gimmick and just said, no! At the very least, I think Museum is as fun as it ever was in Splatoon 1, minus the few flank routes they took out, so that's something. And all the returning weapons have been made much more fun and much more balanced with the few agitating exceptions. I really do like the new Splatana wiper, though my god, shit sucked because Ultra Stamp literally didn't function until the first major patch, which by the way, was a month of it just not working. I really do gotta ask, why in the fuck did Nintendo bring back the most boring Salmon Run stage 2? That being said, I do really love a lot of the new content in the game. The new specials, additions to Salmon Run, Table Turf, the lobby, the single player, and the new stages for the most part are honestly kind of fun and bangers. The single player especially, while not quite reaching the heights of Octo Expansion, it fucking banged. It still didn't kick me in the balls enough like Octo Expansion did. The new multiplayer maps, minus Scorch Gorge, like what the fuck did they do to you, man? And also Mincemeat are also pretty good. I know I've been really negative in this segment, but that's because I desperately want this game to be better. I could mention other issues too, like random mass exclusions or changes that aren't great, or how grindy the game is, but I don't see the point when I'm likely going to talk about this game way down the line, and I want to see how this game evolves in the future. I also really had fun with this game. Like, when it actually let me play the game, it was by far some of the most fun I've had with the game all year. I just wish I was immune to the shittiness that consumes most of Nintendo's online games. I'm excited for what comes next for this franchise, even if it means I have to punt this little shit to the stratosphere. And that's every game I played this year. Choosing a game for me is actually really difficult this year. Like, out of these games, I don't really know how to pick a favorite when they did a variety of things for me. Splatoon 3 was probably the most fun I had with the game all year. Kirby made me genuinely the most happy. Sonic Frontiers was the most surprising game of the year, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and Before Your Eyes broke me the most emotionally. But if I absolutely have to pick a game of the year, I think it's Xenoblade. Despite not being able to get myself to do much of the post-game, my time with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was really enjoyable, and an experience I'm going to remember for a very long time. It has probably my favorite main characters in the series, and no game has made me cry as hard as this game. A certain event in Chapter 5 and the ending literally had me breaking down in tears. Even on multiple rewatches of those cutscenes, the combat does not reach the levels of enjoyment for me as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and the game has a plethora of issues. Fuck, the cooking function of the game didn't even work at launch, but because it was able to give me an experience I'm gonna remember, and was really fun throughout the whole thing, it deserves the spot as my game of the year, and honestly one of my favorite games of all time now. I cannot wait for the story DLC, god. I'd like to think that the games I played in 2022 were indicative of the quality that new games this year have reached. The fact fucking Sonic the Hedgehog did better than what Mario was up to this year really says a lot about this game. If I'm being real here, the media I consumed throughout the year was by far the best distraction I could ask for. I don't know, the second half of this year especially, consuming media and hanging out with people online has been one of the only places of comfort for me, and I'm grateful for that. Stuff like Mob and especially games lately have been a great bright spot on a very busy and lonely part of my life. So I'm excited to keep this going in the future and keep exploring this passion. I enjoyed the games I played this year a lot more than I did last year, and I hope that it will only get better next year.
Anyways, I can't wait to talk about Sonic Forces next year. Okay, goodbye. Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the video. This was not meant to be as long as it was, but here we are. Yeah, it's been a very, very long year. I'm not gonna promise anything for the future in terms of uploads, but there was a big project in mind that kind of went to the wayside for a little bit, and I think I might bring that back soon. I don't know when it'll be out or if it'll come out. Do not hold me to anything because I just started college and I am sad and depressed, and hey, at least I got this out. And it's also the longest thing I've ever made, so be proud of me. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, you know. Yeah, the YouTuber stuff. And, yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.